Okay, so our decollection journey begins now. So I created an entire vision board, an entire year calendar, an entire action plan for the entire year for us to effectively create a decollection. And what does that mean? That means that we're not decluttering the same old way. We're not shopping and spending the same old way. We're being intentional and we're being targeted. So let's get into it. Okay, welcome to the channel, y'all. I'm Kima and this is Decollection. All right, we don't have a lot of time to waste because it's already January 10th and we probably have already bought some things, but it's okay. We're going to recover from that. So before you declutter your closet, reorganize your closet, buy anything, move anything out of your closet, give anything away. Well, you can give stuff away, donate, whatever you're going to do, wait to the end of this video and do not buy another thing until the end of this video. We're doing vision boards. We are going to come up with an entire plan for the year to make us some money on the stuff we already have and figure out ways to resell and remix the items in our closet and find real use and utility and purpose in our collection. So this is how we create a decollection in 2025.
Knock, knock, hello, your future needs you, your future needs you, your future needs you. Don't give up, don't give up, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Y'all, I just live for a vision board. I've been doing vision boards now for the past almost 5 years. And when I tell you the power of manifestation is a real thing, okay? So for me, my goals always start with the vision, right? I'm a visual person. And then I have to figure out the action steps in between to get to the manifestation of those goals. So when I approach this whole new journey that I'm on, 1, decluttering my closet because I had to make space, and 2, really trying to restyle and repurpose my wardrobe so I'm not spending a lot of money on new items and really being intentional about the things that I actually buy. And 3, wanting to save money so that we can purchase a new home in the new year or at least by 2026. And then 4, wanting to start this YouTube channel. So taking all of those things and making a sort of hodgepodge of one real vision and then figuring out the action steps in between. So I decided why don't I share my journey with you guys and hopefully we could do this together. So we're going to create a vision board for our decollection for 2025. And also I'm really going to strongly encourage you guys to create a vision board for your own life, career, family, happiness, all of those things. I do a vision board and I'll show you guys that includes family, my kids, things that they want and what I want to see for them based on what they want, of course. Health, vacation, of course, finances, exercise.
Honey, work on your cellulite, tone from Titan as well. Work on your knee.
All those different things, right? And so I've been doing it every year and it motivates me. I look at it every day. It has really become part of the aesthetic in my bedroom because I have it framed and it's really pretty too. I'll show you. So what is your vision for 2025? So think for a second, career, family, health, love, self-care, self-fulfillment, any of those things. Think about what your vision is. So once we figured out what our vision is, now we can apply some basic principles. And I came up with 3 decollection principles. All right, so first thing we're going to do is start with the 3 decollection principles. Okay, so these principles are going to govern everything we do in this decollection journey that we're on. And the first principle is purpose over quantity. We are going to be intentional about the things that we add to our wardrobe and intentional about the things that we remove, okay, and how we remove it, okay? So intentionality is very important. We're going to create a decollection that appeals to our joy, our aesthetic, but more importantly, to our purpose, okay? So not just buying things for the sake of buying it, okay? Really being selective about what we buy. The second principle is quality over impulse, okay? Again, we're going to invest in pieces that will last us basically a lifetime, and we can get a return on our investment, okay? So not necessarily having to have, I don't know, 10 bags a year, purchase 10 bags a year, but investing in quality pieces, you know, this whole capsule idea that you can use it in many versatile ways, but more importantly, I like pieces that are actually an investment, okay? So if I spend $500 on a quality leather supple bag, then who knows, in 3-4 years, if I don't need it, or if I'm trying to create a decollection and move something in but take something out and I want to get a return on this, then I might be able to make a couple of $100 on it, right? So quality over impulse. And the third principle is simplifying to amplify, okay? So yes, we're going to declutter. We're going to organize everything in our closet, reorganize everything in our closet, move things out, be very selective about what we move in, because ultimately we're trying to amplify. We're trying to level up, okay? So we follow these 3 principles, apply it to the vision that we have for 2025, we will effectively be able to create a decollection. So now that we have a vision for what we want 2025 and our decollection to look like, and we have the decollection principles to guide our work, let's be smart about it. And we're going to create a measurable, targeted plan for executing this and achieving our goals. Before we break down what a SMART goal is, let's talk about the overall purpose of a decollection SMART goal. Because remember that creating a decollection is not about just decluttering. It's really about elevating your purpose.
Is how you know you're a genius.
Here's a simple sign that you are a genius, that you are not just talented, but a genius. And it's a simple rule devised by the philosopher Schopenhauer, who distinguished the difference between talent and genius as follows. He said, "Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see."
Because you're smart, you know that we have to have a solid plan. We have to write it out. We have to have action steps. And this is called a SMART goal. So we're going to create a SMART goal. So let's get into our SMART goal. So the first thing about a SMART goal is that it is very specific. What exactly do I want to accomplish? Okay, very, very specific. So for example, I want to create a capsule wardrobe with 30 pieces, okay? No more, maybe less if I can, but 30 pieces. So no more than 30 pieces. So that means that at this point, it's January, I'm going to try to do maybe 20 capsule pieces for spring and summer, and then about 10 for fall and next winter, right? Because at this point, I already have, I want to believe, everything that I'm going to need for winter. So I'm not going to invest another dime. However, let me take that back. That's not true, because I'm building the capsule. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on winter and fall clothes. So I'm definitely going to catch the end of the season sales. And I am going to be very intentional about the pieces that I get. And they are going to be able to transcend any trends that might be coming my way where I feel like, oh my goodness, I need to get this, or this is not trendy. And first of all, don't worry about no trends, because I do what I want, okay? So you do what you want when it comes to your fashion, okay? So that's the specific part of the SMART goal. The second part is that it's measurable. How will I know when it is accomplished? So for example, I'm going to declutter 20% of my wardrobe by the end of February 2025, okay? So that is very measurable, okay? It's a number, it's an amount, and also it's a specific date too, right? So I can easily measure that. I can measure the success of it. I could say, well, it is March, and you only got rid of like 3 things, okay? So you're not really on track to meet your goal. So how will I be able to measure 20%? Because if you're like me, then it's like, what? Like, what's the percentage? That's just, if you're not really calculating it with actual number and hard data, then like you're just kind of making up stuff. So basically what we'll get into, and I've been talking about this in all the videos, is inventorying our wardrobe using an app like Wearing, where every time you upload an item of clothing or accessories, shoes, what have you, you get a number, right? It's gonna tally it. So for example, right now I have about like 500 things in there. So I can easily calculate 20% of that. Well, I can use my calculator to calculate 20% of that, right? That's about 100, I think so. Okay, so the third part of a SMART goal is that it is achievable. It's actually achievable. So how can the goal be accomplished? So for example, my achievable goal this year will be to spend no more than $100 a month on clothes. So is that achievable? Is that doable? Yes. Is it challenging? Yes. Okay. And the reason why I said it at $100 is, which we'll get into, and I've already said this, is because I'm trying to save money and I want to be serious and very intentional about that. So I'm factoring all that in, and the only thing I'm allowing myself outside of whatever else I have to pay every month is $100. So I'm excited about that challenge. I'm actually like very optimistic. I'm very optimistic because last year around this time I went on a shopping fast. So last year this time I went on a shopping fast, and I did it from January to March. So this is not even a fast, right? This is like $100. So I'm still gonna try the fast, especially for January. Well, I think I already purchased something already, but whatever. We're gonna try to fast. If not, no more than $100. So again, very, very achievable. You can do that. The fourth part of a SMART goal is that it is realistic, and more importantly, that it's relevant. Does it even seem worthwhile? Because like you might be trying to create something, or you have a vision to do something that's not really, pertinent to what you got going on in your life. Like it doesn't really, you don't need to be doing it. For example, I want to build a budget-friendly wardrobe to save money for a new home. So that is very, very relevant, and it's very, very realistic, and it ties into everything else that I've already said, right? Achievable, measurable, and specific. Only buying 30 items, not spending more than $100 every month. I'm decluttering, creating this decollection. All of those things are tied together. And the last part of a SMART goal is that it is time targeted. When can I accomplish this goal? Part of measuring it is that you have to have a specific time frame, right? So our overall SMART goal is going to be through the whole year, but every month you can have benchmarks. One of my benchmarks is that I will create an entire decollection by April 1st, 2025. All right, Smarty Pants, let's put it all together and make one succinct, smart decollection goal. So I had to make one correction. I decided to kind of increase one of my goals. I'm going to actually declutter 30% of my wardrobe this year and not 20%. So let's put it all together and see how it sounds. By the end of the year, I will declutter 30% of my wardrobe, curate a 30-piece capsule wardrobe with versatile and sustainable items, spend no more than $100 a month on new purchases, and revamp, restyle, remix what I already have in my wardrobe to create a 52-item decollection. There you go. That's the SMART goal. Okay, so let's look at the breakdown of what makes this goal SMART. So one is specific, as we already established. It focuses on decluttering, building a capsule wardrobe, maintaining a budget, and aligning my style with my personal needs. It's measurable. It includes 30-piece capsule and $100 monthly budget. It's achievable. It breaks down manageable tasks over the year. So I can actually do this, $100 a month. I can actually do that. I can see it, I can calculate it, and it's easy to achieve. And it's realistic, right? Because it addresses multiple wardrobe and budget needs that are actually attainable. Clear metrics, 30% decluttering, and it is time targeted. It sets a clear timeline for the year, so I can measure it throughout the entire year. So every month, we're gonna do 3 things. We're gonna have weekly tasks that align to our SMART goal, that are basically the action steps, right, to help us execute our SMART goal and move us closer, move that needle closer to the target. And then we're gonna have a monthly check-in to really assess where we are, what we've done, what we've accomplished, are we on track? And my favorite part is we're going to celebrate our milestones, like things that we achieved. If I only spent the $100 a month, then I'm gonna celebrate, and I might treat myself with, if I spent, let's say I spent $50 for the month, right? And so that means for the next month, I'm gonna treat myself, and now I can spend $150. Or, I'm gonna put that towards my reward gift for the year or for my birthday. So I'm excited about those milestones. So just find different ways to reward yourself without blowing the budget or moving off track. Okay, so let's get right into January. So for my SMART goal this year, the first thing I want to do is I want to assess my wardrobe needs. I want to see what's in there. I'm going to actually create a mood board so I can get some inspiration, so I can kind of figure out like what's my vibe this year. And I'm already thinking about summer, and y'all, I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna just wear like oversized button down 100% cotton shirts. Like I'm gonna get like 4 white ones, and maybe like some pale blue and some lightweight denim, and then like some other natural colors. I'm gonna wear that every day with mini skirts, with mini dresses, with shorts, with crop tops. Like that's gonna be my vibe this summer. And of course, some really good pieces of maxi dresses, linen, cotton. And I really need a good pair of wide leg linen trousers, preferably white or cream. I do have a pair, but they're not long enough. So that's always the issue for me. I'm not tall at all, but I have long legs. And so getting a pair of like wide leg linen trousers that are just like the right fit, like cut right at the waist, and just flow, like I just want to be flowing this summer, right? So I just want to do like all oversized and balance it with like a tight top or a tight bottom. So I'm going to create a mood board, and I'm so excited to do that. So that's week 1, which I should have already done, and I have. Week 2, which I have already started, is to declutter my items. Basically, I'm going to declutter all of the items that no longer fit me or fit the vision. They don't fit the goals, the mood that I'm trying to create this year, or they are not like breathable fashion or fabric, like whatever it is, they don't fit. So I'm just gonna like declutter all of that. I'm gonna pile that into like a donation pile. Next, I'm gonna take what I already have in my closet and create outfits. First of all, I'm gonna see what I already have that I consider capsule, because obviously we already have things in our wardrobe that are actual capsule pieces. Like I have things in my closet that I've had for 15 years and I still wear it all the time. Maybe a year might go by that I don't wear it, but it's a capsule piece because it keeps giving, right? So I'm gonna assess what I already have that's a capsule piece for spring and for summer, and then of course for upcoming winter. And most importantly, I am going to track my spending habits for the month. And in addition to that monthly 100 budget, I also have to keep in mind that I do have some monthly expenses as far as my credit, like other purchases and Klarna and all of those things. So I'm factoring that. That's how I arrived at that $100 a month, because I already have to pay back people for other expenses. So that's the $100, trying to keep me on task so that I can still save a lot more money. So once I'm doing that, and I'm gonna just do a quick checklist, every week and go through it. And I bought these stickers that I'm so excited about. If I could get it open. I opened it before, but I don't know now that I closed it. Here we go. And I'm just going to every week check off, and you could check off, of course, without doing that, but I want to have fun with it, right? So January, I'm gonna take a sticker and I'm gonna just place it on here after I've completed each task. So right now, I think I'm on target. I think I'm doing pretty well on target because it's January 10th, so this is like the second week of the month, and I have basically done all three. And I'm going to work on the last part of tracking my spending. I'm gonna, go through my account and see what I've done, see what damage has already been done, and if necessary, if I need to recover. And then by the end of the month, right, because this is our first month, so I won't have that like beginning of the month check-in, but I'm going to reflect on my progress, what worked for the month, what's not, and adjust my wardrobe plan as needed. And celebrate milestones. So maybe the milestone is like I sold 10 items and I made $150, right? On top of only spending $100. Like that is huge, okay? So that's the goal every month. Okay, so the next video that's gonna come out is not actually gonna be February. It's gonna be our birthday month. Because depending on when your birthday is, if your birthday was already in February, if your birthday was already in January, happy birthday. And hopefully we haven't quite missed it yet, but we need to have a plan for how we're going to celebrate our birthday, right? Because if you're like me and, I'm sure a lot of you guys, you kind of want to do it big some years. Not every year I don't, but some years I do, whether you're going to travel, whether you're going to gift yourself something very special, whether you're going to have a party, whatever it is, we want to make sure we plan for that as well so we don't derail our Decollection Smart Goal for the year. So stay tuned after this video so you can catch the birthday month calendar. And then after that, every week we'll put out the February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So we will have our whole year mapped out. And so we can just kind of go through and check off and make sure that we are sticking to the time task to achieve our Decollection Smart Goals for 2025. All right. So see you next time. I'm Kima and this is Decollection.